Hello, and welcome back to Foos Entertainment for my next review. And now it'll be for Halloween H20. In a lot of ways, they try to do this again. Because I get in a sense of deja vu with the brand new Halloween movie that came out this week. This seems to me like this is the first attempt at doing it, and then now they're doing it again. I've heard that the new Halloween movie is pretty good. Show this right here. Alright, well, my overall opinion of Halloween H20. I thought the Halloween H20 actually had quite a shock factor. Definitely was a good installment in the series. I really liked how they got Jamie Lee Curtis back to play Laurie Strode. I like how this follows the traditions of the Halloween, Jason, and Freddy films by introducing new upcoming stars. This is the film that introduced us to Josh Hartnett, because although he made The Faculty before making Halloween H20, The Faculty actually came out after Halloween H20. People often forget that. So that's why it says introducing Josh Hartnett. I thought that the idea, concept of the movie was pretty cool. To say that the first two Halloween movies happened. 78's Halloween and 81's Halloween 2, but all the other films never did. I thought that was a very interesting thing to do, and it worked real well, I might add, to go ahead and do that. I thought it tied into the first two films pretty well, but being that I'm the biggest fan more of Halloween 4 for 6, it was a little bit of a letdown that it acted like none of that actually ever happened. They even mentioned it. Did get nod out a little bit to Halloween 4 by showing that she faked her death in a car accident. So there's a little bit of canon there to say that Halloween 4 for 6 actually did happen, but then at the same time, it's kind of it's like a part 3 to part 2 thing. However you look at it, I would say it exists in the same universe. It's just from Laurie Strode's perspective. But there's theories going around about that, and you can have your own. I would say that I really enjoyed it, and also introduced us to maybe his name's actually on here, so I could, yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Or Joseph Gordon-Levitt, whatever his name is, the guy who plays Robin in The Dark Knight Rises. You can also see him in Inception by Christopher Nolan as well. As well as other films like well, at the time, he didn't really do much movies. I forgot the other films. He's in a lot of really good stuff, like 50-50 with that comedian, whatever his name is. See, I watch much comedy. This is why it's hard for me. Steph Rogen. But yeah, I just always found the Halloween H20 was really good, just standalone scare fest of a movie. Now let's go on to the premise. Plot of the movie. It's like it says in the title, Halloween H20 20 years later. It takes place 20 years after the events of the first two movies. We find that Jamie Lee Curtis' character, Laurie Strode, had changed her identity to a mistress at a all-women's school whose name is Carrie Tate, from Witness Protection Program. She has been suffering from memories and post-traumatic stress from the events of the first two films. She has a son who is now 17, and she's always worried about his son. Sorry, always worried about her son. He was played wonderfully by Josh Hartnett. This is his first movie, like I said. And pretty much, we find Michael Myers discovering where she is, and he leaves a little trail of bodies along the way. Actually, take it back. He doesn't leave a trail of bodies, does he? Yeah, he doesn't leave a trail of bodies. He just steals the vehicle of a mom and her daughter who were stopping at a rest stop towards where Laurie Strode is residing, which is in California somewhere. Makes its way to the area, the little town around the private school in which Laurie Strode resides at, and infiltrates the school. Her son is having a little planned fun with his girlfriend to, for the first time in his life, celebrate Halloween with his friends. And well, they do the typical teenager thing of the time. They shoplift alcohol. They raid the food over in the cafeterias at the school. Find a little place to hide out. And basically, Michael goes ahead, and they're all alone because all the other, there's this event around Halloween in which people go to this campground, and all the children went there except for the ones that stayed behind to have their little party, which of course was orchestrated by Josh Hartnett's character and his girlfriend. So remember the name of Josh Hartnett's character. I've been trying to think about it for the past couple of minutes. Wow, I can't remember his name. I just watched this movie not too long ago. John. Yeah, John. Okay. Her son's name is John. So Josh Hartnett plays a character named John. And this film also stars LL Cool J, who is the guard at the facility, and he is a amateur writer. And well, Michael first takes out Josh Hartnett, his character John, and girlfriend's friends that came along. First, obviously. And I guess I forgot to mention this. The nurse that helped Dr. Loomis in the first two Halloween movies. Hey, knock it off, Blue. The nurse that helped Dr. Loomis in the first two Halloween movies. Blue! Blue! Hey, get over here. Helped Dr. Loomis in the first two Halloween movies. Actually, is killed by Michael Myers in the beginning of the film. And that's how Michael was able to track down where Laurie Strode is. I guess I forgot to mention that. Sorry. We don't have any time restrictions on this video, so I think it's fine. So he kills our Lovebird's two friends, of course, and then goes after them. They barely survive, and Michael pursues them and teams up with her son and girlfriend and gets them to safety, and then vows to battle it out with Michael Myers once and for all. And something that I found was very interesting, I never noticed this until I watched the movie again, but there's actually a right-in-your-face little homage nod to Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho by actually having the actress who played Madeline Crane in the original movie does a cameo in the movie. And they actually have the same car from 1960 Psycho, and and there's actually even the theme music for Psycho as she's walking towards the car after wishing Laurie Strode Happy Halloween. I thought that was kind of interesting, a little nod right there to Hitchcock. That was kind of cool. I wasn't expecting that, but it's actually there. I knew that the actress who played Madeline Crane was in the movie. I remember that, but I just didn't remember it being really that much in your face. Like, yeah, this is the chick from Psycho. This is the music. This is the car. That was actually there. I thought that was kind of a cool thing to have in the movie. And of course, at the climax of the film, she puts the axe through this part of his body. Not his heart though, more towards his shoulder. Then stabs him with a kitchen knife, and he falls off a balcony roof down to the cafeteria area, I believe. And they think he's dead. She steals the ambulance vehicle and then rims the ambulance vehicle right into his midsection of his body and then chops his head off with an axe. And that's the way the movie ends. Okay. Audio and video quality. For the most part, this looks like a typical 1990s movie. Very overly neutral and warm color templates, very digital looking. Some of the film even looks like a televised movie that you would have today on TV. This is the way movies were filmed in the 1990s. But what I understand about this movie is that there were certain points in the film in which there's actually a cool color template atmosphere. There actually was a cool color temperatured atmosphere every now and then in the movie. I found that very interesting. And something else that's very interesting about this movie, this is the first Halloween movie with Michael Myers in it since the second Halloween film from 1981 that is preceded in a 235 by 1 widescreen format, which is something that we haven't had since 1981 Halloween 2, or if it did have it, 1982's Halloween 3 season of which it's the last. We haven't had a Halloween movie in 235 by 1 widescreen for quite a long time. This is the first one in quite a long time to have that, and I thought that was kind of cool. The audio quality. This film was preceded with DTS HD, actually just DTS digital sound in theaters, and this DTS HD master audio track sure as hell does tell you and deliver that. It has a very, very solid track, but at points in time, this film does seem a little bit flat on the intensity of the sound. But the sound is very much there and very much feels like a DTS atmosphere for a theatrical sound experience. But it does fall flat in certain areas, to where it could be louder in certain areas, it could be softer in other areas. But keep in mind, this is still very early in the stages to where they were perfecting DTS audio in theaters in the first place. So it's good. I actually liked the way it sounded. And well, that's pretty much my views on Halloween H20, 20 years later. Did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? Do you like this video? Do you not like this video? As always, subscribe, check on me from time to time, share this video with friends, and I will see you guys next time for my review of Jason X.